Good day, sisters and brothers, Local2627. Today is Monday, December 6th, and this is Robert Ajayi, the president. Let me talk to you about a couple of things that's going on. Let me clarify a couple of things. Residency requirements. Uh, the residency requirements, as you know, were changed about almost 2 years ago now. And in most cases, as long as you have 2 years of city service, you can live any place in one of the six surrounding counties of New York City, which are Nassau, Orange, Putnam, Rockland, Suffolk, and Westchester County. Uh, in most cases, the titles for 2627 are all residency exempt anyway, except for, I think, computer programming analysts in some agencies and computer aid. If you need more details on which ones you need the waiver for, you can call this office. Of course, we will let you know. Now, I'd also like to mention about provisionals and temporary appointments. Provisional and temporary appointments don't do any probation periods because they're basically temporary people. Now, if you're a provisional person, you don't have a disciplinary protection or a disciplinary representation until after you have 2 years of service. Now, technically, you're not supposed to be a provisional for more than 9 months. So right now it's up in the air whether you're going to be able to get that disciplinary protection based on what's happening with the Long Beach decision. Now, if you're a regular person, a regular permanent person coming off a list, and you have to do a probation period. The probation period is generally 1 year, and in most cases, your leave balances are also included into that probation period, which means that for every day of leave or sick leave that you take while you're on probation, that could possibly extend your probation by exactly that amount. Now, the mention of something about if you were provisional and you get a permanent position, there's a big possibility that you never signed up for the pension plan. Now, as a provisional, you don't have to sign up for the pension plan. And if your agency didn't offer you your agency HR didn't offer you one of these options, then there's a possibility you may not be in a pension plan. Now, when you get called off a list and you're put into a permanent title, you're automatically within 6 months put into the nicer system. Now, if you've been a provisional for any length of time and you're not sure that you're in a pension plan, or you're not sure that you were in a pension plan back during your provisional term, then you need to find that out. And I would recommend, highly recommend, that you buy back that time, because you need that amount of time to give you the full credited services. Now, let me remind you also, and I want to read something to you right quick, just in case you forgot. Excuse me. Because a lot of people are getting lackadaisical about a lot of things. The complexity and the diversity of these computer technologies demands that management have the ability to select and hire computer staff with specialized skills specific to the assignment and project, and let the staff go when their specialized skills are no longer required. I'm just reading this to you to remind you that this has not went away yet. They are still, the elections are over. The mayor, as you know, has announced about 10,000 layoffs. I mean, we're in a fiscal crisis, and the reclassification of our titles is still a thing that's still out there. It's not a closed issue yet. They want to reclassify our titles, so everybody should be aware. As you know, the city time contract is up in June, and there was a $7.6 billion contract that the state refused, and the city usually ducktails off the end of these contracts, which means by around March there's going to be numerous jobs available for IT people, and again in June there's going to be numerous jobs. You need to now start getting certifications. If you haven't gotten any certifications, of course you know that our agency, not our agency, our local does education reimbursement, and DC 37 does education reimbursement. So you need to look into this and start getting your ducks in a row. Now, also, I would like to mention that if you really want to see something that's really robust, you should go to the CUNY website and look under their job specifications and look under their civil service, because you'll notice that on their exams, the lists are out there where anybody can look and see who's on the list, where you ranked. You can see a breakdown on your certifications, your selective certs. I mean, this is something that DCAS should have been doing. Now, DCAS says they don't have the capability. CUNY is a perfect example that this is something that can be done if that's what's on your mind, if that's what your agenda is. Apparently, DCAS doesn't have this agenda, and we need to get on top of DCAS, which is what we're trying to do from this office. Now, another thing I'd like to mention is if you're speaking about the education, everybody pays dues regardless of whether they join the union or not. Now, if you don't join the union, you're not allowed to run for elected office. You're not allowed to vote on any elected offices. You're not allowed to vote on ratification of any contracts. You're not allowed to get tuition reimbursement. But by virtue of you being a city employee in a union, we're going to take dues from you anyway. This is due to the collective bargaining laws. It's important that if you're not a union member, that you sign a green card so that you can benefit from some of the benefits, like I'm saying, especially the tuition reimbursement in this time and age. Everybody's going to pay what they call agency shop fees. Let me remind you, agency shop fees, whether you're a union member or not. Now, I'd like to mention about Good and Welfare. Vanessa Castillo of HRA is having a baby, so she's out on pre-leave, I guess you'd want to say that, pre-naval leave. And we have Neville McDonald is recovering from a surgery. And we have our heart, felt sympathies go out to Priscilla Akins from HRA, whose father passed. And we hope everybody is basically in the local and the rest of the city, DC 37, are feeling well and are doing well. Until next Monday when I speak to you, this is Robert Ajay signing off. Thank you.